Hey everyone, how is it going? This week of One Piece opens so many questions, and I'm going to try my hardest to answer and speculate on almost all of them. Chapter 1056 had so much meat, but kind of forgot the potatoes. We know and have learned so much this chapter, but we are still missing very important pieces. Like, we now know about Buggy and the Cross Guild, but we're still trying to figure out how it all happened. We have no idea about that. I think we got the meat of that, but we need the potatoes to figure out, well, this is a huge thing that went on. What happened? But another of these really important issues is why in the world would Inu and Neko decide to make Carrot the new ruler of Zou? But before we go any further into the video, please give me a like, share, or subscribe. Now let's get into it. In chapter 1056, the spotlight focused on the Minks for a portion of it. We see everyone recovering and Carrot reporting to Inuarashi and Nekomamushi. They claim that they are devoting their lives to guiding and protecting Momo and the country of Wano. In other words, they are not going to be ruling Zou anymore, and they are going to be staying in Wano. Then they decide to drop a huge bomb and say that you, Carrot, are going to be the next ruler of Zou. So not only that the whole fandom was surprised by this, but even Carrot in the chapter was surprised. She even said that there are many Minks that are stronger than her. They even actually make a point to say that Wanda will help guide her in her decisions, which I thought was really interesting because those are some things that I think are really valid in becoming a leader in this One Piece world, is being strong and wise. And they even go out of their way to say, well, Wanda will be there to guide you. So if being the strongest Mink doesn't matter and being the wisest, then what does? Well, Inu and Neku both claim that by her traveling with Luffy and seeing the outside world gives her the knowledge that she needs. But do we really think that should be it? That's her only qualifications? Well, I guess that's why we're here in this video, and we're going to find that out. So let's first go over the reasons Carrot shouldn't be the ruler and really dissect who makes more sense. So previously, and I'll put a card up for this video, but I made a video for the future of Wano, and it included Zou in it. Part of my theory, it's still kind of up in the air, but it was that Zunisha will break down the walls of Wano, and since it's an elephant, and on our Earth that we live on, elephants, they have a designated spot where they travel to when they are sick and dying, and they go lay their bodies and bones to rest there. So taking that logic and kind of seeing Zunisha travel around and being cursed to walk the Earth, I really think that after Zunisha breaks down the walls, I really believe that Zunisha will lay to rest at Wano, and creating Zou to be a sister nation of Wano laying right next to it. That could still happen, so let's cross our fingers. I think that's a big possibility, but I also predicted Wanda to become the new ruler, which I obviously was wrong about, and I'll take that L, but I kind of want to let you know my reasoning. It's plain and simple. Wanda is strong, but she's also known to be very smart, tactically, and with taking care of the nation. She is also a blood descendant or relative of Inuarashi, and that was actually mentioned by Oda in one of the Beaver cards. So I really felt at the time that she's a perfect fit and candidate to become the next ruler of Zou, and I honestly was wrong apparently. Plus, we all thought Carrot would be joining the Straw Hats, so it just makes zero sense for Wanda to be pushed aside so that Carrot can rule. Then when you take a second look at it and really think about it some more, does it make sense? So when I sat and really thought about Carrot and why she became the new ruler, it kind of dawned on me that Oda has had a pattern of what he does with female characters on the islands that the Straw Hats visit. Now, can you guys figure out what that pattern is? Alright, so I'm just going to break it down for you real quick. The crazy thing about this pattern is it most definitely has something to do with the ending of the story. So here's a list of all the major islands the Straw Hats have been to, and try to find the connection. So we have Alabasta, Amazon Lily, Fishman Island, Dressrosa, and Zoe. So while looking at those islands, have you found the thread yet? Well, let's take a closer look. Alabasta has Vivi, Amazon Lily has Boa, Fishman Island has Shirahoshi, Dressrosa has Rebecca, and now we have Zoe, and Zoe's new ruler is going to be Carrot. So the commonality and what is special about them is that they are all female, and they all have bonded with Luffy and the Straw Hats. And oh yeah, they are all rulers or future rulers of their nations. So you can't really put Wanda in that same category. Wanda got to know Luffy and the others, but never had the bonding moments that Carrot did. Carrot was connected to Luffy and the Straw Hats the same way the other female rulers were. She spent time with them, and she traveled with them to other locations. Now, although there are a couple of the characters that I listed that didn't travel with them, but they're still part of the Straw Hat family and had a huge bond to them that I think Wanda was missing. So why is this relevant to the end of the story? Well, if you haven't figured it out by now, Oda is planning something big with these women who lead their countries. Once it's all said and done, I really think that these ladies will be the leaders of the new world and the new government. And another thing that's pretty special about them is they are all shaped by Luffy and the Straw Hats and what they have done for them. And I don't think that they would be the rulers that they are without Luffy and the Straw Hats' influence on them. So whether it doesn't make sense characteristically or narratively, Oda had to follow the pattern he set up by creating the female mink the Straw Hats were closest to and making her the new ruler of Wano. Again, doesn't make the most sense, but it does follow the pattern. There is the whole idea that this whole theory can be debunked and thrown off in the next chapter with Carrot discarding her title and stowing away on the Straw Hat ship. I guess we will just have to wait and see on that. If you guys made it this far in this video, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you all. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, comment below on your thoughts. Do you think Carrot will go through with being the ruler, or is she going to stow away on the Straw Hat ship again? Why do you think she was chosen to be the ruler in the first place? Was it a coincidence or the pattern in the story? Let me know below. Also, look out for my next videos because I will be going through all the meat that we got and trying to put some potatoes with them. See ya!